Good morning. As I'm sure many of you have already seen or heard, Bishop Kimmy is opening up the public celebration of Mass in the Diocese of Wichita once again, and I'm sure that we're all thrilled. Once again, we will have people in the pews here in the church, and I am so excited to welcome you back into the church. But there are a few things that we have to consider. And so I'd like to just cover a few details, and then later on this week, I will put out a document with some more specific details for our parish. The most important thing, Masses will start again here at St. Mark's on Wednesday at the 8 o'clock Mass. So we will start, that's the first day that Bishop Kimmy is allowing us to start public celebration of Mass, and that's when we will start. And we will have our Masses on our regularly scheduled times, so 8 o'clock during the week. We'll have Saturday evening at 6 o'clock and Sunday at 8 and 10. But we will have to make some accommodations according to the guidelines that have been put out by Bishop Kimmy. And while I'm not going to cover all of the details, there are a few key details that I would like for us to talk about here. First and foremost, the general dispensation for the Sunday obligation remains in place. So if you're not comfortable coming back to church yet, or if you fall into one of those categories of a person who is compromised in some way, or if you're feeling sick in any way, you should take advantage of that dispensation and stay home. And know that there is no problem with you doing so. And in fact, that I would encourage you to take advantage of that so that you don't put yourself or others in a situation in which they should not be placed. When you do come back, know that we will be roping off every other pew in the church. So we're going to be limited in our capacity. What Bishop has said is a 33% capacity of the church, which for us works out to about 132 people. If you come with your family or others from your household, you'll be able to sit together. You don't have to have distance between yourselves, but you must have 6 feet between yourselves and the next group of people. We're going to have ushers actually seating people, and we're going to seat people from the front of the church to the back. I know this is not what we're accustomed to, but this is in the best interest of keeping everybody safe. Once we reach the capacity of the church, we will then start seating over in the parish hall. So we should be able to accommodate everybody who wants to come to Mass at any of our regularly scheduled times. Be assured of that. We will also have specific regulations about how we go to communion and those kinds of things. I will include those details in the document that I put out at the end of the week, and we probably don't need to cover those now. I know that we're all excited to come back, but we're going to have a little bit of patience. Patience with ourselves, patience with our neighbors, patience with the process as we all go through and figure out how we're going to implement these things to the best of our ability. I feel comfortable with the plan that we've come up with here for the parish, but I also realize that we may have to make adjustments along the way. So I would just ask for your understanding as we do so. So let us continue to pray for each other and to rejoice that we will have the opportunity once again to worship together as a parish community, with the understanding that while things may not be as we are accustomed to, we are moving in the direction of opening things back to the point where we can receive the sacraments as we desire to worship together as we are accustomed to, and to be present as we move forward in these days ahead. Continue to pray for one another. Be attentive to the needs of those around you, and let us all come together in prayer and support as we come back in some fashion together as a parish community to worship at the altar of the Lord.